WinterKloudz, how are you doing, my boy? It took a million years to get you here.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, earlier I was taking a nap.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to wake up.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good now.
Alright, welcome to the first official RoTalks podcast.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here. You ask him, I answer him.
I'm glad you are able to come. Now, we're actually just gonna dive straight into this. I have been doing a little bit of stumbling across your YouTube channel.
Okay.
And the noob to pro video is going crazy.
Yes, sir.
What the flip? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how you do it. This Grand Piece Online content is a killer. It is mentally, physically draining.
Yeah, no, it's for sure draining.
You said it took you like what, 2 days to do that?
2-3 days total. Just spread across between all the recording and editing. Yeah, it was exhausting. I ain't gonna lie.
So do you think I could pay you to level up an account for me?
I don't know if I could do that again, bro.
But I'm paying you.
I mean, okay, it depends on how much I'm getting paid. We discuss.
Okay. We can discuss numbers right now. How much you trying to get paid, man?
I mean, all right, so a new account all the way to max. That's a big commitment right there.
That is a big commitment. Yeah,
it's a big commitment.
Very big. No more.
We're gonna have to discuss this later, bro. I gotta think about this.
Okay, fair enough. We will have that discussion because I don't know if I can actually physically sit down and play Grand Piece Online for that long. That is something else. But congratulations on the video. No response to the congratulations, Winter. Goddamn. Okay. Anyways, there's been a lot going on in the community the past couple months, bruh. Like, Roblox has been terribly dry. Not only has it been dry, there's been like hella games in development. And obviously, some of them look good, some of them look bad. But Roblox has been so dry to the point where the community sees new games and they actually they hate it. Even if it looks decent, they just hate it. It's just like, oh, another new game that we're never gonna get to see. Or that's gonna die within the first week. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean, when we talked about this before, it's like you said, Roblox has been in a very dry state for a long time now. That's the truth. And like you said, the community, it's gotten to the point where the Roblox anime community, whenever we as YouTubers, right, we try to upload videos, we try to like get exposure to some of these games we think are decent, they won't even give them a chance. They'll find one thing wrong with the game, completely write the game off. It's complete mid, which I understand though. There has been a lot of bad games. And when you get bad games that get hyped up and it's like a cycle, community don't like that,
100%.
They get frustrated with that. Couple that with the fact that Roblox hasn't been dry. I mean, has been dry for so long. Whenever a new game does come out and it doesn't meet the expectations, it's rough, So I'm not gonna lie, like, not Roblox as a whole, but the anime community right now is in a rough position on Roblox because we're not really getting any new games. The games we do have are kind of dry, like Grand Piece Online. You can't say Grand Piece Online is dead, but you can't say Grand Piece Online is fun either.
Yeah, it's not the most engaging, bro.
Exactly. And I don't know, it's just in a really dry state. We, like you said, we just waiting for games to drop. Some of these games, Anime Legends, may be a myth. We may not ever get that,
The Anime Legends game, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely want to know what the Block Zone dev team has been doing for the past year. Because alright, fair enough. Maybe they have been working at the game and making progress, etc. But
not at a good pace, that's for sure.
Yeah, like they haven't shown us anything. Like not even a thing. But someone did say we're gonna get like a teaser or a second trailer soon. I don't believe anything a Block Zone dev says when it has the word soon attached to it, because
it means nothing.
Honestly, and even if we do get the trailer, I feel like it would kind of reignite the hype because everyone's waiting for Anime Legends. But is this gonna be another trailer? Like, what can we do? What can we do with another trailer? I mean, if the trailer brings a release date with it, that'll be huge. I ain't gonna lie, that'll be huge. But if it doesn't, it's just...
We already got a trailer, though, so it's like... I feel like rather than a trailer, people want to see sneaks. People want to see gameplay. Like,
yeah, like a real showcase.
Investment, you know?
Yeah.
That's what people want. They want, like... Because, you know, this kind of ties in with Roblox being dry. A lot of people's pillar of hope is anime legends, you know?
Everyone's hoping for it. Everyone's praying for the game to be good.
So if this game flops, it's just like, why even have hope in anything? Like, that's what the community's feeling like. Anime Legends is one of the most brought up games when it comes to, you know, when, like, let's say you ask a community question, what's your favorite, you know, or what's the game you're looking forward to most?
Upcoming game, yeah.
Exactly. Anime Legends gets brought up almost every time, bro.
True.
So if that game don't live up to the expectations and the hype, I mean, the trailer's got like over 1 million views, which is crazy for a Roblox. Like, think about that, Roblox.
1 million is crazy.
Crazy, bro. For a trailer. Only a trailer. So, man, they gotta show us some progress. I don't think doing just another trailer. I mean, maybe if they show, you know, the right things, give us, like you said, a confirmed release.
PvP, sneaks, or some real game mechanics.
Exactly. Like, nah, bro. But we waited a whole year and all we get to see is a picture of some waves.
The waves was crazy. I don't know who gave that guy the audacity to post that. Waves is crazy. Waves is crazy. Nah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say they have no shame because they're probably young, but I want to say these guys have like zero marketing skills. If they need to hire a marketer, I'm the guy. Like, they can hire me. But the marketing skills is terrible because Anime Warriors came out and people thought Anime Warriors was Anime Legends. Yeah, how can your own fan base think Anime Warriors is Anime Legends? That goes to show the marketing for the game was terrible.
Facts.
Terrible. You can't have people confused like that. And then Anime Warriors just came out of nowhere. Like, they just wanted to throw a game out.
It really did. It was like a filler game building up to Anime Legends. They just wanted to throw it in there for no reason.
They slapped a bunch of big YouTubers to make a video. Like 5 videos came out the same day, and literally 2 days later the game was out. Like, it was crazy. I think the last time I seen something like that was probably like Apex Legends, bro.
You actually called it with that game.
Yeah, I don't get how they thought that would just pull off. I mean, I don't get Roblox is a bit of a weird place because people will play genuine games that will be like, yo, this game is actually kind of bad. People will play bad games. But then a decent game will come out and people will be like, yo, this game is trash. I'm not playing it. And the game will die.
Facts.
And it's so backwards to me. Now, I understand Anime Warriors was it was buggy. It was laggy. It came out of nowhere. Marketing was trash. Nobody wanted the game in the first place because why would we want Anime Warriors when we want Anime Legends? So it was destined to fail. Like, it failed before it even came out. But I don't know. The Roblox community is just different, especially the anime community. It's just different. It doesn't make too much sense to me.
Like, adding on to what you said, it's like it's really backwards sometimes because I've played games that are genuinely like trash. Let's say I do a video on it, and you know I'm honest in the review or whatever. You know, I try to be just put this out there. I'm always honest in my videos. You know what I'm saying? I make clickbaiters too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do what we gotta to make that growth.
Exactly. But if they actually ever watch the video, they'd see I'm honest about a game. If a game is ass, in my opinion, I'm not finna lie about that.
My thing is what most people do, especially like young Roblox, don't want to call them Roblox kiddies, but what they tend to do is like they see the title, it's like, oh, okay. And then even if they don't like the title, they'll still click the video and they'll watch the first 10 seconds and then type their comment, yo, but if you actually watch the video, you would see the person who made the video clearly said whatever like you're saying, but the opposite. Like, exactly. I don't know. Is that, I don't want to call it a lack of attention, but like
that's exactly what it is though. It's like a lot of these hate comments I'll get that are unwarranted. that you could just tell by what they're commenting that they didn't even watch the
Watch the video at all. Be like, what's the game name? I put the game's name in the first 20 seconds of the video.
Like,
You're telling me you haven't watched the first 20 seconds, man?
I understand getting mad about clickbait. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I get that. But a lot of the times, is it really that deep though?
Type stuff. And the thing is, right, is the people who complain about like quote unquote clickbait, that's what I'm going to say every time I say that, is the people that are not even subscribed, or like they're subscribed but they don't watch the video. So if you weren't clickbaiting, they wouldn't click on that video. So why are you complaining when it is clickbait if you don't even watch the other videos? Like, what? Exactly. If anything, it proves the clickbait worked because you clicked on the video. You haven't watched none of the content in over 5 months, and this clickbait video caught your attention and you clicked on it just to comment clickbait.
That's a touchy subject though. A lot of people have different opinions on the whole clickbait thing.
Yeah.
The way I see it, as long as you're just not straight up lying like some
exactly.
wild stuff, then it's anything goes. You know,
that's what I feel like as well. Because there's been like, I don't know, when I was growing up watching YouTube, people would clickbait, and I'm saying like the video will be something completely different, or they didn't even touch on anything in the title. Like, and it's like, okay, I understand why you're upset at that, but us is just like, yo, this might be. I don't know if people don't know the meaning behind the words like might, maybe, potential, but it's warranting the fact that it may or may not be good.
Exactly, Axe. I've been wanting to say this for so long, bro. The word potential means there's something to be built off of there, right?
Yeah, and even if something has potential, it could still fail.
Exactly. Potential does not automatically mean achieved. Like, it means there's something to be gained there, but it could still go either way. And I feel like the community does not understand this. They hear us, or like they see us say potential, and what the first thing that comes to their mind is, oh, they're saying it's a good game. That's not always the case. And you know what? In some cases, people will even blame YouTubers for the game's failure.
That's crazy to me.
I'll admit, some YouTubers that have that type of influence to make or break a game do have that type of influence. Up and coming YouTubers, maybe not so much. It does have an impact, right? It does. Hype does have an impact, but at the end of the day, does a video force you to feel hyped for a game? It supports it.
It can influence it, but yeah, no. Everyone has their own brains. It's their decision whether or not they want to use it.
A video supports hype, doesn't cause hype. Like, it doesn't like force hype. You get me? At the end of the day, if you watch this video and this game is supposedly overhyped and you're not vibing with it, then it's not going to be a game for you. And you made that decision yourself based off of watching the video, right?
Literally.
Just because a YouTuber says a game has potential doesn't automatically we're saying it's just amazing, best game ever, best game of Roblox. We're just saying there's something there. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing something that could be built off of, but then again, it could still go either way. Community does not understand that, bro. They hear us say a game has potential, instantly get to typing in the comments. They don't even be watching the video.
Toxic.
Exactly. We as YouTubers could have criticized the game fairly, even though we said it had potential in the title. Even if we criticize it fairly, they don't even care. They don't even care. You remember that one Twitter screenshot? That dude shiver away retweeted, right?
Yeah, I remember that one.
His
that boy hates us. He hates us.
He literally hates us for no reason. He literally said, I forget what he said, but he said something like, you know, even if they say it has potential, I get mad at that too, or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, that's just a personal problem, Axe.
No, 100%. It really is.
Like, if we brought up the bad and the good, and we give off our own general opinion, like, okay, this game could be something in the future, or it could not be something in the future. What about that is controversial? You know, we're not overhyping the game. We're judging it fairly. Giving it a chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does the community get so mad at that though?
I don't know. I feel like they're tired of seeing our faces everywhere. But my thing is, right, all right, cool. So the YouTubers who don't necessarily use quote unquote clickbait are the already established YouTubers, and that's because they don't have to do that. Or the videos will be something very specific. Let's use Fiji for an example. He's specifically doing, yo, I became this guy. Right. So obviously it's not clickbait. Anyone would be able to do something like that if it's a specific type of content within that video.
Exactly.
But if it's not necessarily specific and you're covering a wider range of things within one video, then, you know what I'm saying? That's when it's kind of the quote-unquote clickbait is used. But if you're, like, let's say you're big and you already have an established fan base, you could literally name your video ... and still have them boys tune in. So
exactly.
It's a thing of, them boys don't understand. If you're complaining about something being clickbait, you know what? How about you hit that subscribe button? Help us grow. And then clickbait won't be here no more. We won't have to. So, you know what I'm saying? It's help me out, I'll help you out. You don't want to see it anymore, I'll help you not see it anymore. Just help me out. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's a long road. It's a long journey. It's a tough journey. So
it's a tough journey, bro. Like you said, when you're already up there, when you already got the fan base, you don't need the clickbait. But like a lot of these people don't understand, Ags, you know, the editing process, the recording process as a whole. Sometimes it's gonna take several hours, even, you know, depending on the project, days over, right, to finish a video.
Man,
when I spend that long making a video, the last thing I want to do is take a risk. And that's why I do certain keywords in the, you know, titles.
Exactly.
So I can get my video to like do as best as it possibly can. Now I'm not just gonna straight up lie in the title. Like, you know, I've played games I don't like. I say I don't like this anime Roblox game in the title. If it's a game I think is only decent, I'll say it has potential in the title. Which again, it's often misunderstood. Ooh, my bad.
No problem.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
I know.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels like you can't win, right? We're on the growth. We're on the grind. We got to do certain things to make sure, like, we eat. You know, our videos do well because we already spend enough time on it as it is.
Exactly.
There's just a miscommunication here within the community and YouTubers. Some people understand it. Some people don't. It's just how it's gonna be. Hopefully, this podcast helps people understand
type
our
stuff.
problems and the
type
stuff.
That's a topic I kind of want to touch on as well, like YouTube as a whole, because I feel like, all right, I don't know, it's a lot of people's dreams, but ever since I was a kid, me personally at least, I think my first YouTube video, I was like 10. I've been posting on YouTube since I was like 10. Not on this channel. I deleted the channel of my pre-puberty stuff. Yeah,
the little Lego videos and stuff when I was a kid.
Bro, I did like FIFA. I was at school eating hot chili peppers and stuff. Anyways, but yeah,
way back.
No, honestly, but I've been posting on YouTube for a while, right? And everyone's, I feel like everyone's dream, not even just kids, even people, older people, everyone's dream is low key to like post a video, it do well, build up a following, and post content.
Everyone's thought about it at least once, bro.
Everyone.
At least once.
Now, some people, I feel like there's about 4 or 5 stages. I don't know. This is just going off the top of my head. So there's the stage where, you know, you post, it gets some good views, and you slowly start building, right? And then you get monetized. So I feel like there's a stage where you get monetized, and I would call it your pre-adolescent stages, probably that 1 to 10K mark. Mm-hmm. Where you might not necessarily be getting, let's say you start off getting decent views to help the growth, but like you kind of stalemate very early. You start to stall out very early, and you're in that 1 to 10K space, and it just feels like, oh, I can't make that next step.
It's rough spot, bro.
Really rough spot. And then
YouTubers end up in that position too.
Literally a lot of them. And then let's say you get a little bit lucky, and you actually, you know, doing well enough to progress your YouTube channel. You get to that, I want to say 15 to 30K, 40K ish. You're in that middle zone. I feel like once you hit that middle zone, it's like you make a decent amount. Like, you could probably like do this. Like, you make a decent amount, but it's not really enough to live off of. And that's when the stress comes in, because it's like, all right, I've made it this far. I'm not necessarily seeing the results I want to. Do I keep going, or do I pack in the bags? I'm never gonna make it. I just quit.
Yeah, no, I understand that. 100%.
And it's breaking out of that zone. I feel like once you get past that middle stage and you start to break through, I don't even want to say 50, Because I feel like even if you're below 100K, you're not even in that safe zone yet. I feel like that 100K plus zone, it's like, all right, you know what? I can really do this. Some people get 100K and, you know, still get like very like low views, but that's probably because they don't post often. This is the trend I see there. Maybe they took a fat break and then came back.
Exactly. There's many reasons, you know, how that could happen, but I agree with you for the most part. I mean, like early stages is where it's usually really rough, depending on, you know, if you get lucky or not. There's some people that have really high quality right out the gate because, you know, let's say they had like, you know, college courses going over editing, Photoshop, etc. They know how to do this stuff, so they get high quality right out the gate, but the content's just not popping off. There's a lot of cases like that, you know.
Yeah, a bunch of channels.
There's a lot of cases like that, and so I agree with you on that. Like that little rough area, 1 to 10K. Sometimes you can get stuck in that area with a rough patch and not grow. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, and I don't know. I would rather, let's say, I would rather be stuck in that early stage than be stuck in the middle stage. Because once you're in the early stage, you can really just drop it and go about your life.
Facts.
But the middle stage, you've invested so much into it. You've kind of like, you've had to drop things off to sacrifice to build the channel. Whether it's your social, education, work, whatever, you're in there now. And this thing is so mentally I don't feel like people understand until they're in that situation. YouTube is not what it seems. People be like, yeah, you're a YouTuber, but like, it is so mentally taxing. Like, if that video, you upload that video and it doesn't do decent, it will ruin your mood for the rest of the month, bro. Like,
especially if you poured your heart and soul into editing that video and it does not do the way you like. Not even just the way you expect it, but if it doesn't even do good at all in any sort of way, it just really like.
At all is crazy. It will break you. It will make you stressed. Damn, is it gonna be like this forever? Damn, exactly. I just sacrificed all this. What am I gonna do? You go in panic mode. You start worrying about the future, the past, tomorrow. Exactly. It's crazy.
Inevitably, I feel like almost every YouTuber's gone through these feelings we're talking about at least once. At least multiple times.
I'd want to say everyone, but I can't.
Well, that's true.
Some people have had a straight rocket type shit.
Exactly. Some YouTubers get blessed. Like Speed is a perfect example. He's like in the near 2 years he's been on YouTube now, he hasn't even had a single rough patch.
No, he had a rough patch. I feel like it was his first couple. I think the first 8 or 10 months or so. It was like flatline, and then he did one dumb thing on playing 2K and it just skyrocketed from there. It did not slow down after that, for real. But
okay, yeah, I remember that. So when he first started, he did start off 2K, and I wouldn't say he had like a rough patch. He was just growing at a slow pace.
He was just growing at a slow pace back then, type stuff.
But when he blew up, he blew
up. Yeah, it did not.
It's been 1 year. Bro. It's been like 1.5 years nonstop.
And it's crazy. He's funny, entertaining, whatever, right? But his video quality actually isn't up there in terms of quality of the content. But him as a content creator is actually very entertaining.
You know, perfect example is Eclipse. Now, Eclipse, I love you, Eclipse.
Eclipse is he is a goat within his own right. He's in his own lane, bro. Exactly. I remember I tried to play Battlefield 2042 with him. I went into his stream. That boy did not recognize me, bro.
But no, like he's a perfect example of like sometimes it's not always the video production quality, it's the entertainment factor.
Yeah, type stuff.
If your entertainment factor is there, you don't even need to really edit for real.
You can literally just look at the camera and fart and then type
exactly
shit.
Like you
and everybody's in for it.
You don't have to have crazy commentary, nothing. Like if you're entertaining, you're entertaining. As simple as that. Like usually how it works is like less entertaining, more edits, more entertaining, less edits. That's at least kind of how I look at it, you know.
I feel that.
Some people are both though, so it's like.
So I feel like YouTube is just straight luck though. It's gotta be like some element of luck to it, because even if you learn I feel like every successful YouTuber will say learn the YouTube algorithm, and it's true. You should learn it 100%. Let's learn the SEO scores, how to use tags, etc. It helps to a degree, but it does not help in the long run. Because once you're established enough, you can post a video of no tags, nothing, 0 SEO score.
There's
and
people I
the
know that
video
do
will
that
still
right
do
now,
well. Exactly.
and it'll still do well.
Still do well. So
So it's like all these videos you'll see of like you said, people saying, "Oh, just learn the algorithm." Well, first of all, the algorithm is ever changing. It's not a constant thing,
yep.
and like when it comes to the algorithm, there's no one size fits all answer. You know, it's not like you just tell someone go do this and your videos automatically gonna do well
Gonna
because it
do
doesn't
well
work.
at all.
I feel like that's something a lot of people don't understand, bro. Kind of like what you were saying earlier, bro. People will just be like, "Oh, your YouTuber must be nice," blah blah blah. They only really see the upsides, right? If someone goes to my channel right now, 9 times out of 10, they're probably gonna look at my channel and be like, "Oh yeah, this guy's a YouTuber. He's probably living nice, whatever."
Yeah,
Right?
he's doing
They
well.
don't. They don't look at the downtimes, bro. They don't see the grind. They don't see all the hours put in. All they see is the success number. They don't. They just see the end point. They see the end point. They don't see the grind. They don't see the long hours every day getting to this point where I'm at, and still fighting to get even better from where I'm at right now.
Literally, bro. I don't really feel like they ever will unless they take that leap. So I don't know. It's only something a few understand. Like the sacrifices that have to be made, not something everyone would want to do type stuff. So
exactly. Like, look, man, this is a very controversial take. This is a very controversial take. I've talked to this a lot of people. Some people straight up disagree. Some people agree. YouTube takes more time than your typical 9-to-5 job, bro. I don't care what anyone says. If you're anything serious about YouTube, like if you're even remotely serious about YouTube, like with your channel, you're gonna find yourself always thinking about the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, right? When you're done with a 9-to-5 job, you're done for the day. You sleep, you have the rest of the day off to do whatever you want, go on the next day, right? When you're done with a video for YouTube, are you really done that day? Because me, I'm not. Even when I'm supposed to be taking a break, I'm thinking about the next idea.
The next idea. What am I uploading tomorrow? Oh, I ate today, but I don't have the meal for the rest of the week.
Exactly.
Literally.
I got to figure out my thumbnail. I got to, I'm always constantly watching editing tips now to figure out what to do, what I could do better. Constantly searching up new music and stuff like that. Like thinking about ideas. I'll sit for hours just brainstorming ideas.
Literally.
So it's like, I've worked a 9-to-5 job before, at Walmart before, right? YouTube takes more time than a typical 9-to-5 job.
100%.
A lot of people ain't ready to accept that. And the reason I even brought this up was because, like you said, people don't understand the commitment, like the sacrifices you gotta make, bro. It's not easy.
It's not easy, honestly. Yeah. And I feel like they will never understand until they get into it. Like, I wish it was as simple as people. Like, if you could upload a video and just be like, you know what, I'm taking the rest of the week off. Some people do that, but that's only the people that make the millions of views of video.
Exactly. Like they upload once and gets like 5+ million. They're chilling.
If you're not on that level, it's every day you upload a video. You have to think, yo, what am I gonna do tomorrow? It is consistently on you. It's 24/7, 7 days a week. Them boys do not understand 24/7. But
yeah, this is part of the grind process, bro. It's like we don't really get
a lot of people aren't ready for that. Like you go out with your friends, you're like, damn, I'd rather not be here. I want to go home and think of some new content, like make some new content.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. YouTube has killed my social life 100%.
100%, bro. I think the other week I went to go see my friends. It was good. I took my mind off of just making content that day, and it was good. But got back home and I was straight right back to it. But I haven't seen those guys I haven't seen that group in almost 3-4 years, bro. That's mainly because of university, but still, I came back and I didn't even say, you know what, I need to go see my friends. I was just like, YouTube. So, 100%. YouTube is a killer. It is definitely a killer, but it's nice though, because it's kind of like, what you signed up for.
It has its perks.
To an extent. You don't know it's going to be like this, but to an extent, you know what you signed up for. And you know what? Once you're in, and you want to succeed, so you're just going to keep going.
What I was saying in no way was to discourage anyone from becoming a YouTuber. It's just, there's a common misconception that people think YouTube's easy, which for some people it is. Like you brought up earlier, sometimes it's dead ass just luck.
Easy, honestly.
But it's also important to realize the grind that you may be facing in front of you. months on end of struggles, not getting the views or subs you want, potential having to deal with that. So that's the stuff a lot of people don't really consider when thinking about coming to YouTube.
Yeah,
That's all I'm trying to vocalize.
And it helped. I feel like it's helped because when I was growing up as well, I used to see big YouTubers. I'm talking about getting millions of video. Just be like, yo, I'm quitting YouTube. And I'm like, what? The hell are you quitting YouTube for, bro? Like,
exactly.
Your career is even better than it was. Like, where you going? Where you going? And now I understand, like, definitely don't want to be in a mindset, especially when you're older. You know, you've been doing this for years. Don't want to be in a mindset where it's like, I wake up and it's like, oh, damn, what am I going to do now? What content am I doing now? Then you got to edit and then upload. Nah, man.
I feel that. Like, I was in the same position as you. Like, I would see some of my favorite YouTubers quit, and I just could not understand for the life of me why they're at the top of their career, peak, getting the most views they'd ever gotten, most subs they'd ever gotten, and then they quit. Until I became a YouTuber. And then I realized burnout is a real thing, bro. Like,
it is real, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. My first couple months, even my first year on YouTube, bro, the grind did not bother me at all. You know, I would spend 8 hours making a video, whatever.
Exactly.
Go on stream like 8 more hours, bro.
Especially over when you're seeing the growth.
Over time, though, I'm not gonna lie, it wears down on you. Like, when you're new in the game, you know, you're a fresh buck, you got the energy, you know, you see the money. When you see that, you know, monthly check hit, you motivate the hell out of you. I ain't gonna lie. But then, like, there's a point where, like, not even just struggles. Sometimes you could be still having a good month, but still experience burnout, you know?
Yeah, very
it's
true.
Like, after doing it for a while, like, sometimes I have really unmotivated days, bro. So it's like, I can kind of sympathize why some of my favorite YouTubers when I was growing up was, like, quitting. Before, I couldn't understand. Now that I'm actually doing, like, what they're doing, obviously on a smaller scale, but I can understand. I can relate to where they're coming from, you know? I don't think I'd ever quit, though, but...
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily see myself quitting as well. I mean, I've contemplated it recently more now than ever. But, like,
I feel that.
It's like I ain't
we need you.
Yeah, I said there's a lot of good games coming out. There are genuinely people that, like, really F with my content. Like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna name names now because you know what I'm saying. But, like, them boys would be like genuinely be like the first to click on the video. I'll post something on Twitter. They're the first people to comment, like, all of that. Like, they're literally checking for it. And I see it. I appreciate it. I fuck with it so much. So them boys, really yeah. Even if it's only like one person, it's like knowing you're making that one person's day better. It's like, you know what? Let me not be selfish. Let me do this.
Exactly. Yeah. No, for real, bro. Like, have you ever gotten like comments of people saying like your videos genuinely like helped them out?
Yeah, no, I've gotten that before, and it's like, you know what? I can't just give up. Even if it's not going the best for me right now, I can't just give up on them boys.
Exactly.
But then you get the occasional people that be lying. Hey man, I'm the biggest fan. They ain't watched the video you posted yesterday. God damn. Nah, but it's cool. It's all good feedback is good feedback. Like, I take it all in. I'm not gonna lie, I've started to not respond to the negative, because when I see negative comments, right, it's like, all right, you're entitled to your opinion, but sometimes they just say some outlandish stuff. It's just like,
I know how
I don't even be arguing. I used to just say, shut the fuck up. And that's like the tone I would say it in as I'm typing it. I just be like, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about? But now it's just like, you know what, let me start cussing at these literal, because you have to remember, a lot of these guys are really kids.
They really are. Yeah.
You'll be shocked when you find out someone's really not a kid. But, like, a lot of these guys are young. So it's like, all right, cool. You know what? Let me not even tweak out too much. A lot
of them are trolls too. So
yeah. A lot of them, like, they just want to get your attention. I remember one guy talking crazy. I confronted him about it. He's like, nah, I just want to get your attention. I like your videos, though. So it's just like, some people just do it so you can respond.
Some people just do it, exactly.
So you can't, yeah, that's why I stopped responding to a lot of the. Well, I try my best to stop responding to a lot of the troll comments. I've been seeing you responding. You send them whole like paragraphs, like, you know what?
My take on it lately is like what I've been doing with hate comments. I won't hate back on them, but I'll usually provide a comment with like
giving them real insight.
Giving them real insight, exactly. So like, I got a bit of backlash for this recent Bleach game I uploaded on. I titled it the Bleach game, or the upcoming Bleach game that everyone's talking about. The reason I titled it that was because it's got a bit of hype around it. Infernasu did a video, Seiji Force, like Kage. Literally, if you look up the names game, there's tons of videos, especially in the past week. So it has quite a bit of hype built around it due to the combat, right?
Yeah.
Now, in that video, I didn't overhype the game at all. I didn't even say anything good about the game other than the fact that I thought it had good combat. And I specifically pointed out in the video that it was only a combat test. We don't have progression, so it still could end up being a mid-game. That being said, I got a bunch of comments. People were saying, like, why are you clickbaiting? Nobody's talking about this game, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. instead of replying to them with a hateful way, I just replied with them with an insightful comment. Like, if you look up this game's name, you'll see there's a bunch of videos, especially in the last week, on this game. And, to the people saying I was overhyping the game, saying everyone was talking about it, I would reply with something like, just watch the video. I never once said anything that would cause the game to be overhyped.
I understand when, like, fans, I wouldn't even want to say fans. I understand when other people say it, right? But when it comes to Roblox developers saying that dumb shit, bro. Oh my god. Like, you are developing a whole game, mister. Why are you talking bad about, not only, forget the game, the YouTuber who's just making a video on the game. If you have complaints, go to the developer. Don't go to me. I don't even know who you are, sir. Why are you attacking me, sir?
They act like we're the ones making the game, bro.
And I remember one specific dev. He's making a game that I noticed that Saikage covered. I was like, oh, he's making that game? I don't know if he's like the main dev or he's just someone on the dev team. He did not like the videos. Which one was it? It was Thriller Piece and the other One Piece game that I made. And he was like, oh, but you called these games good. One of them has a golem, blah, blah, blah. What does that have to do with One Piece? I'm like, my guy, from what I've seen playing the game, it looked pretty decent. That doesn't mean I'm overhyping the game. A game looking good does not mean us overhyping.
I think I know which comment you're talking about.
Yeah, not crazy, because his game is an AOT game and it actually looks trash. But whatever, dude. I mean, AOT doesn't... I don't get why... Alright, cool. And game developers, since we're here, I really don't... I know I shouldn't be sending hate towards this guy, but AOT games on the Roblox platform... There is a huge trend to it, so I don't see why people think their game's going to be different. AOT games, even if it's really good, like I really enjoyed, I forgot the name of the Attack on Titan game, but FoU played that game, and he had like a Titan Shifter ability. I forgot the name of it, but I really liked that one, and it was actually pretty good. Died within the first month or two. Titan Warfare, people were loving, people were gassing that game. How much players has it got now? It's like 3 or 5k. And that game had like 40k the first 2-3 weeks.
That is true, yeah. Titan Warfare
AOT 2.6 right now. People were gassing that game. Oh, I was like, oh, I don't really like Titan Warfare that much. And this is really just because it's a AOT Roblox game. They usually all play the same. Titan Warfare was a little bit different, but the gunplay didn't really sit right to me. The gunplay was weird. So it's like, I didn't really like. I got some backlash for that. Oh, you don't like Titan Warfare? Da, 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 da. The same guys who are saying that are not even playing the game right now, bro. So it's like, cool, I get it. You like the game when it came out, whatever. But don't ride for something you're not gonna be into within the next week. Like, it's crazy. AOT is, I feel like it's just because AOT games don't have the replayability. As cool as it may be, swinging around like Spider-Man is not that fun after the first couple hours. I'll be real with you. It's literally doing the same thing you've seen on Roblox for how many years? AOT games has been here for a minute. Doesn't matter how cool the ODM gear is. All you're doing is flying and slicing necks.
Yeah, that's also majority of new anime games get released, so I kind of can understand why the community's fed up with all these like trash
recycled new anime Roblox games.
Type
They're all pretty
stuff.
much- It's like nothing wrong with it. I'm not one to judge people for chasing the bag. Do what you got to do, right? Some of these people, some of these devs specifically, they just follow what's already on top, succeeding,
Yep.
just like Blox Fruit's copies. Some of them succeed, some of them don't. I'm not gonna judge anyone for trying to make an easy bag, but the thing is, sometimes they'll wonder, oh, why didn't my game do good? Blah blah blah, complain about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need to try something different.
For real, for real.
It's not all like look at all these project games. Project Hero. Project Hero, we knew wasn't even ready for release. It was so buggy, it had like literally no content. It was the most boring bandit beater of all. There's some bandit beaters that could be decently entertaining bandit beating, right? They throw in some other type of quests, whatever. The game
GPO.
visually looks good. GPO, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a stretch. GPO is still pretty boring, no matter how you look at it. But I would say GPO is easier to grind than some other bandit beaters, for sure.
Yeah.
But literally, like a lot of devs, if they had just took more time, instead of just recycling what's already been done and try to think of what they can do differently. It doesn't even have to be something completely unique. It could be something that other games have done, right? That aren't commonly, showcased in most games, right? So long as it brings something different that's like makes the game more entertaining.
Entertaining, literally.
And one thing that's really important that a lot of people don't think about is replayability. You could have a really fun game, but it has no replay value.
People will drop it after the first week, bro.
Exactly. It's gonna get
Roblox players know life the game. Life the game, you complete most of the content within the first 2-3 days.
Exactly. So if your game's got replayability to it, your game's gonna pop.
For real. Sure. And you gotta release a game. I feel like even if the game's ready for release, don't release that game until you at least have the next form of content ready.
Or close to ready.
Because you cannot, like, Deepwoken is why it's disappointing me to a sense. It's like, this game, I still love the game. I still have a love there for the game, but I still do. Sure. I don't care how boring it is right now. And it is boring. I can't play that game any longer than 30 minutes right now. But it's like, cool. We were promised so much things at launch. So much things at launch. Infiniti's Deepwoken Directs, they talked about a lot of stuff. Even before the game came out, Revolveragz was saying, oh, we already have a roadmap. We know what's going to come out after the game's release. It won't take any longer than a month or two, whatever.
Didn't they say, like...
They already had the next form of content ready.
Exactly. Literally. I was just about to say that. Didn't they, before the game released, didn't they already say they already had the next big form of content ready to release?
Yep.
But here we are, how many months after Deepwoken's release?
Here we are, bro. How long has it been?
Any content. We haven't.
That game came out like December or something, bro. Yeah, exactly. It's been a good 5+ months, and we haven't gotten any form of content. I don't care. Trial of One doesn't count as a content. PvP Arena doesn't count as content. And what these new weapons they added is not content. Bro.
Yeah, I agree. New weapons and mantras and stuff, like the way they update it, I wouldn't really consider
it's not like, content. It's like GPO going from 0.1 to 0.2. Like exactly. There's no difference.
Because they do that like weekly anyways. So
yeah, like, there's no real form of content, like actual content, playable content to the game.
That's honestly a sad case to me, because there you have a really good game that's been built up for 3+ years. Actually had a lot of potential. Was one of the I will not lie, Deepwoken day one or week one experience was the most fun I've ever had.
Bro, and I'm telling you, I wish you were testing, bro. The tester experience was so fun. Now people always clown Wave 1, right? But Wave 1 was literally 5 days, and I wasn't home one of the days, so 4 days for me. And you spent the whole 4 days learning how to play the game, bro. But I won't lie to you, it was just so... I got in and I started crying. I was overwhelmed, bro.
Either, so y'all went there blind.
Yeah, went in blind. I was so overwhelmed. Nothing. Them boys wouldn't let us know anything. Just for them to release videos on everything about the game the week after. Anyways, whatever. It was fun, though. It was really fun. And it was just like, damn, I can't wait. It just makes you wonder, damn, what's the next big update gonna be? It's gonna add some crazy stuff, and we've had nothing. I don't get that. I really don't.
I really don't either. I got something interesting. I just thought about this right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting opinion. Let me know what you think about it. I feel like Deepwoken not being what everyone like expected it to be was a little bit of a turning point in the community, like getting mad about us
Yep.
putting new games on, right?
Uh-huh.
I feel like that was a turning point because before Deepwoken came out, whenever I do videos on new games, whatever, I'd obviously get the occasional hate comment. Most people didn't care, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people didn't care because it was like there was still the hype factor for a lot of new games to come out and live up to the expectation. After Deepwoken came out and didn't live up to the expectation, I feel like that was a turning point and where the community started getting fed up about like all these trash games coming out, that type stuff. What do you think?
Deepwoken really did it, man. It really did it because I'm gonna say me especially. I hyped out that game, bro, and I hyped out for a good reason because the game was worthy of the hype. That's one of the games I don't regret doing anything for because
exactly
the game is good. The game is good.
You shouldn't regret it.
100%.
That game is different.
Game is beautiful, but at the same time, for it to come out and this is like, all right, after everyone loved it at first,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that first month, it's like, all right, cool, no new actual updates, whatever. Or actually, it was more of a, all right, this game is really laggy right now. What's going on? Because the lag was a real issue on launch. Real issue. After 2 months, they finally fixed the lag. But
by then,
once we notice, all right, cool, the lag is gone. But where's the content now?
Yeah, no, it makes you really wonder because, like they said earlier, before the game even released, they already said they had their next update ready. Here we are, 4 or 5 months after release, still nothing. So it's like
nothing. So I get everyone's frustrations. It's like, oh, just another game that's gonna die. I don't think Deepwoken's gonna die. It's kind of impossible for that game to die. But
it's gonna be just like Rogue Lineage. Like Rogue Lineage for years, even after not getting updates, still pulling in like
when that game up, watch when Deepwoken is like, hey guys, the update's next week Saturday.
People are gonna get on it for sure.
Saturday before that hour before release, you're gonna see people barking. I'm talking about woo 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 in
speed type shit.
People are going to be barking, bro. It's gonna be crazy. But I don't know. I feel like the grind, and they've made the grind unnecessarily harder than it needs to be. I blame it on Elden Ring. Them boys played Elden Ring and forgot that this is Roblox.
But
like
Primadon, they made
Primadon
harder, but didn't increase his.
It's like Primadon's still doable, 100%. But it's annoying. It's not even like, oh yeah, it's harder now. It's just annoying. It's like, ugh, I don't want to do this. Out here throwing rocks at you and oh my days, it's so stupid. I'd rather not. No, they did buff his race. They buffed his race a little bit. He doesn't drop lower tier loot anymore. But at the same time,
they didn't.
At the same time, is not necessarily worth it. Like, you're still getting pretty trash loot regardless. You're just more likely to get like an enchant or like a better weapon from the chest now. But still don't feel like it's worth pouring hours into anymore, at least.
Definitely not.
But I do want to speak to
huge problem with. Oh my bad.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say just to close up Deepwoken talk. There's a stupid amount of hackers in Deepwoken.
Oh yeah.
And like with how the mods kind of are, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, the mods and the hackers. I feel like I would rather deal with hackers than deal with these mods, bro. I know a lot of people are 50-50 on that. Some people would probably agree, some people wouldn't. The mods, when they were being abusive, was crazy.
It's crazy. They were on YouTube, bro. Like,
yeah, well, that's mainly because of the video. But I didn't make the video. I mean, the video was gonna come out eventually. People were saying it's just because I wiped, but I had built a portfolio even before that whole thing happened because people have been sending me clips. But the wiping is just what made me release the video quicker than I needed to. I mean, the video did its job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Fun facts, right? Not only 2 people know this. I got that account restored back to the depths. I went into the elevator to go back up. I was fighting Enforcer and I lagged. And when I unlagged, I was like 2-shot. I was like, oh shit. I started panicking. I died to the Enforcer. So that slot got wiped anyways. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Justice was dead. A lot of people got their stuff back. It's just not doing their jobs confidently. Like,
literally, yeah.
Well, whatever. The hackers, I guess it's a Deepwoken and a Roblox thing. A lot of people would just rather not grind Deepwoken properly and just exploit their way up.
I never understood that though. It's like the whole point of the game is to experience all these adventures. You know, try to fight, to get the enchant, fight players, do all that. Where's the satisfaction if you're exploiting?
It's, I don't know.
It's like, is that really fun for you? Like being able to auto parry everything and beat this guy easily? Like,
man, I think it really is for some people, bruh.
I mean, some trolls, sure, but like, I just don't see the satisfaction. Like, yeah, I hate losing, but at the end of the day, having a challenge going against a player that's better than me,
yeah,
like,
it's always a good feeling.
That's the fun part, right?
Rather than just hacking your way through it, bruh.
Nah. If you're hacking and you're using hacks, you know you're gonna win.
So it's so corny, bro.
Exactly.
Well, one thing I wanted to talk about real quick is Grand Peace Online. Now, we both came from the Grand Peace Online community.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, that game back when it first came out was beautiful. I remember watching Kaido. Like it had a Kaido countdown. Do you know about that? Yeah, the Kaido countdown clock or whatever. That was crazy. When it hit 0, I was like, what? The game came out like, what? And I had already kind of built Silver Moon up. So we went in there and we just mobbed out. We didn't even have private servers. We were on the public server going crazy.
Public server experience, bro.
That game was so fun. And to see where it is now, I feel like, all right, GPO could have went down so many different paths. I feel like that's a game where it's like, okay, at first, people just seen it. It looks really good. Combat looks good. Fruits look good. This is the first game to do this, like, graphic style with Roblox. It could have went down so many routes. I feel like it went down the wrong path, which is the Bandit be a really repetitive route. But it could have went down the RPG route and had some like crazy exploration.
I'm not gonna lie, Update 0, Update 1 experience, it did sort of have that exploration factor to it, mainly because of the fact that we were all new
to the game.
Most One Piece Roblox games at that point were like the Bloxburg style, where you could see the other island just by looking out to the sea, right? So Grand Peace Online did something new. They actually had expansive seas where you could dead ass get lost and not know where the fuck you're at.
But one thing GPO did that I started to notice after Update 1 is everything was just one. It was just every island was just one big rectangle square, bro. It was just one big square. It was a one big good looking square. Instead of it, like, I feel like every island could have really been its own island, like its own destination. Like, you get to this island and you could be there for hours. It has its own, you know, questing material format.
Exactly.
You have to explore this area to almost on some like Zelda shit. Like,
exactly, they almost got it right with the Alabasta. Like, I liked where they were going with the Alabasta thing, the different type of quests and stuff.
Alabasta was so pointless, bro.
But exactly, I was just about to say that. It was still so pointless. And one thing, like you said, how they do their islands, that's one thing I've never really liked about GPA, how they do their islands. Most of the time, they'll have this big island. Big ass island. Gravitos Fortress, for example. That's not even that big of an island, but the building's big, right?
Yeah, 100.
But none of the building gets used. They could use the space so much better and make it actually feel somewhat explorative by adding just small things.
No, but I feel like even if they do, the way GPO is now, they wouldn't be able to do anything with it. Like Marineford, like that inside is big, but it's like just a bunch of stairs, and you go doing quests on different levels on different floors. That's so trash. and the EXP there is trash too. So it's like no point of even stepping it. It's so
really, that was an L.
bad.
I'm not gonna lie. Why is Fishman Island an island that came out in update 2 well over a year and a half ago better than both Marineford and Second Sea?
So crazy.
That doesn't make sense. Like
And
I don't know what like is going through Foyu's mind when he did the EXP numbers for Second Sea, but Second Sea has no good quests.
exactly, the best thing you do in Second Sea is fight Krakens, bro. Sea beasts and Krakens, and that's probably the best way to level up in the whole of the game, because Alabaster just it irritates me. The best thing they did for the Second Sea was how you get 2 sword style.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, getting your
I'm not gonna lie, I
Hockey
also
V2 is a bit annoying. I won't lie.
it was a bit annoying, but I did like that.
I did
concept.
like it. Like it was different. Maybe if they had formatted the whole game centered around doing different pieces of playing different pieces of the game in order to get something you need. Cool.
That would be a decent route.
But they didn't. They really didn't. And second, Alabaster is huge for no reason. It's just buildings
Exactly.
and a lot of geppoing. The only way to get around is to geppo your heart out. Like if you walk on the ground, you'll be running around forever.
See, they tried to fix that with the Karu thing.
You have to pay
then
Robux for it.
Yeah, that, and I also feel like giving it a hunger bar just kind of makes it
Like,
annoying.
why would you give it a hunger bar? Like,
It kind of defeats the purpose of the mount.
Doesn't
you know?
even make sense. It defeats the whole purpose of mounts
Exactly.
in general. Like, what the hell?
if I gotta
Whose
stop to
idea
feed him-
was that?
If I got to stop to feed him every 10 seconds, I might as well have just geppoed.
Literally, what's
So
the
it was
point?
just kind of a waste of Robux. Like all these people that were hype about Karu, none of them use it.
And then Karoo Racing.
Nobody even does that.
Why not make it something that the player base actually has to
Exactly.
like,
It's
you gain something from doing it. Like,
exactly, bro. It's like GPO does a lot of things right, but then they also do a lot of things right.
I feel like
but
they do
missing
more
so many
things
pieces.
wrong than
For sure.
than
They do a lot of
right
things wrong.
now.
The whole Karu racing thing, that could have been an event that new and returning players could have actually enjoyed had it actually had one, like let's say Karu Racing Q, right?
Or like Still Ball Run in YBA.
Yes. Oh yes, like a steel ball run Q. For one, there is no Karu Racing Q. They have to be in your Steam lobby, right? That's dumb.
Stupid as hell. I don't know what the hell
Dumb.
that's about.
2, Karu Racing rewards also pretty dumb. Now I'm not saying the devil fruit chances should be
No.
high.
They're all trash. Let's not even sugarcoat it. It's trash. There's no point of farming that through Karoo Racing, then going into a dungeon and farming 25 waves every time.
Yeah.
Literally no point. Karoo Racing is a complete dud. It was really rushed, as you can see. They placed blocks around for obstacles. It took them 5 minutes to make that. Let's be real. It took them 5 minutes to make that Karoo Racing track.
That's something they could have actually turned into like a fun activity that like actually encourages players to do it though, but they mess it up. All they were missing was just a few simple things, bro.
If GPO went down the RPG route, this game would be dominant. Now, obviously, it doesn't need to do that because GPO was fortunate that GPO was the first game to beat GPO. But it's just like, it would just be in a much better place. Now, and then the game's going to go free, update 5, and it's just going to be huge for it. So, I feel like the next updates are just going to be on some block suit stuff. They just add new island, you do quests, and you just level up. Literally, that's all they have to do.
Been doing that.
They've been already doing that, but now it's going to be more prevalent.
For sure. That's one thing I'm kind of like upset about though. Like
It
instead
could
of
have been
focusing
so
on
much
content,
better.
GPO only really focuses on the little bubble. What I mean
Yeah,
by
which
that-
is the fruits. Literally, they put all their focus into the fruits, and then after that, it's like, okay, let's just throw
it
some
almost feels like
some
they're
content in there.
They're boxing themselves in, like mentally. Like it almost feels like they think they can't do anything else.
I mean,
think it's like-
now they
no.
can't. It's too late now. 100. It's definitely too late now.
I think they could still like. I'm not saying it'll be game changing, But I think trying out new, different type of updates than what we're traditionally getting could help the game. Like Battle Royale, that's going to be huge for the game.
Battle Royale is going to be huge, and I don't know why they don't add that with Update 5. I really don't.
I don't either. I think it's just not their focus at the time.
Like, how long has it been? Is this space between Update 4 and 5 bigger than Update 3 to 4? I think 3 to 4 was like 6 months, 6, 7
3 to
months,
4 was
6
like
months.
5, 6 months. Yeah.
5, 6 months.
Potentially, this wait is potentially going to be longer.
And it hasn't been that bad since we've had other games ish, but like,
I'm not gonna lie, the games we've been getting are not
great, but it's been doable, I guess. Deepwoken did kind of help with the drought, but in that time, is it like not like crazy how they haven't come up with new playable content yet?
It's kind of crazy, bro.
Like, I understand if it took a while to do the fruits, but sit half a year for free fruits? If that was the case, these Roblox games would never update.
I'm not gonna lie though, Axe. Okay, so obviously this update is gonna get 3 fruits, right?
Mm-hmm. Which is huge.
Yeah, it is huge. 100%. They just started making mochi recent, right? Not mochi, pa.
Mm-hmm.
They've been working on mochi for a while. There's been sneaks, dating back a couple months back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pa, from what the sneaks I've seen, it seemed like they recently started working on it. So they were able to get Pa completely done in a reasonable amount of time, right?
Yeah, 100. So we know it doesn't take that long.
Exactly. We know they can work quick when they want, which I just don't get it. Like, why is it taking this long to get an update when you told us when update 4 dropped, another update would never take that long again?
Yeah. Oh man,
they show us they have the skill set to make fruits, to make fruits and get them done when they're focused, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand the humans, what I'm saying? It's just like us as YouTubers, we still have days we want to take off and stuff like that. But this isn't just days or weeks. This is months we're talking about.
And we know a year is a long time.
I feel like as good of developers as they are, realistically, they can get an update done in like a month and a half, fully.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. They've proven it to us before, actually, with the 0.5 updates. Now, don't get me wrong, 0.5 updates, they suck most of the time. It's usually just a small-ass island with one fruit.
Yeah.
But when Update 2 came out, they got Update 2.5, the Valentine's update, out in like only like 2-3 weeks.
Very true.
Exactly. So like,
that's very true.
Like, they've shown us they can do that,
Very.
My bad.
Continue. No, good. And one thing I like this battle royale, I'm really excited for it. I know I shouldn't be, but I really am. And it will really carry. I feel like it'll carry Roblox really hard. Sure. It will carry Roblox so hard, bro. Because if they do it right, like there's so much references with a battle royale mode. They just can't get it wrong. I feel like I heard Foley doesn't even watch One Piece, which is hilarious. A lot of people have been saying this is what happens when you don't watch One Piece but watch clips of fights, and it's kind of funny. That's a very funny comment. But it's like, I feel like, but if they get the battle royale game mode wrong, I'll be so confused. I'll be so real. I will be lost because it's so hard. You have, Fortnite, you have Apex.
GPO has messed up simpler things, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did find a way to mess it up. I'm not trying to hate on the devs; they obviously do a lot of good work.
Impossible to get it wrong.
One thing I just hope is that they don't just put 100 players in a small map and we're all just meant to fight like that.
100%. I don't know why Foley hasn't hired me as the idea analyst, whatever you want to call it. But like, it's silly, bro. It's so silly. Like, I can really map out. Give me 20, not even 24. Give me 6 hours. I can map out the whole of how the battle royale would work on paper, and they just have to make that work in Roblox.
I'm just like, the thing is, they've never spoken on how they have it planned out
at all. I don't even know if they started. They probably haven't started. I'm gonna be real.
I don't think so, because the whole battle royale thing's been going around for a few months now.
And
Yeah. When I talked to Veneer, he already confirmed that battle royale was not coming update 5. I don't think they've worked on it because, like I said earlier, their main focus right now is on the fruits. Mochi's very hype fruit. Same with Paz and with Kage. And it kind of ties in hand with the game becoming free. Game becoming free.
With the battle royale, that's 500k players, if not more, if not more. If it came out with the battle royale,
I don't think they see it that way though.
Of course they don't.
I think they see the battle royale as not doing as well as just adding 3 hype fruits and making the game free.
I don't feel like they know how big of a gold mine.
Basically, they're taking the easy way out.
I mean, even if that's the case, they're at the point where they're allowed to sell. Because not gonna lie, the GPO fanboys are diehard for the game, bruh. I get it, but at the same time, it's like you can't be so in love with something that it blocks your peripherals, bruh. You can't be so in love with something to the point where you just can't see where a mistake is made. It don't make any sense. Because if you're gonna tell me you love going into Cupid Dungeon and farming that every day,
I don't. The Cupid Dungeons, in my opinion, was a step in
the right direction. 100%.
It should have been from the start, but it's still boring. And I feel like part of the reason that it is, I don't think Full U's actually ever sat down and played this game, bro. Like, okay, obviously he's had.
I think he has. Yeah, I know he definitely has.
Has he ever sat down and grinded, bro?
Type stuff. Yeah, from the beginning.
The thing is, people like Rag. The reason why I consider Rag to be a really good developer is he actually plays his own game. Yeah. And like his Twitter bio was literally play games you'd want to play. I mean, make games you'd want to play.
Yeah.
Obviously, Full U's not following that philosophy. Full U's bag chaser,
which I definitely got respect for. Chase that bag.
I don't got nothing wrong with it. As far as the entertainment factor goes, those two don't go hand in hand though.
Type stuff, 100.
That's all I'm bringing up. I don't got nothing wrong with anyone chasing the bag. Got to do what you got to do. He's in college, So where I figured he's trying to pay off his student loans with the game, which
he's already done that like 10 times over at this point.
Exactly.
So he's cooling. He ain't even stressed.
He's cooling 100%, bro. 100%. No stress with that. But I don't know. I'm just kind of like trying to peer into like what I think the mindset could be. Maybe one of the devs comes out, proves me wrong. That's what it feels like. They settling right now.
Yeah, honestly, they're very comfortable, and I don't blame them for it. But at the same time, I feel like it's too late for GPO to just make this drastic gameplay change that
for sure
that just
it's already established.
It's already said. Like after update 1, it was solidified, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and I saw a picture. I don't know. It has to be true because I'm pretty sure everyone took the picture from when you streamed in the Patreon stuff. Of a prestige flower and a prestige elo hammer, and I sighed when I saw it. I did the heaviest sigh, bro. The heaviest sigh. It's like, okay, prestige candy cane. You know what? It was a drag, but you know what? Cool, low key worth it. But elo hammer and flowers is crazy to me. Why?
Recycling old content.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, all right, you do it once. It's like, all right, we'll let you get away with it once. But doing it again, now a lot of the GPO community is gonna let that slide because these guys are young and I don't feel like they understand.
Honestly, I don't think so, Ax. And
I feel like they will, bro.
During the anniversary event,
people were pissed off. Oh yeah, 100%.
Majority of people were pissed.
But I don't think it's gonna play out the same. They like, all right, prestige. The prestige candy cane, right, and the anniversary event. It was that special occasion where it's like, okay, this can only even happen once a year. If not, every year it happens is gonna be different. At least what I thought for Christmas, right? I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. What I thought for Christmas event, right? It was gonna be like, all right, we got candy cane. It's never coming back. Never. This is a once in a lifetime thing. that will only last 1 or 2 weeks. You don't do it within the 1 or 2 week time frame, you never have the chance to get this weapon again. And that is what added the rarity, the value to it. But when you let a seasonal event last for 6 months, there's no everyone's gonna have it.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Back to the point of the prestige thing, right? It's not been 2 years. Why are we seeing pictures on Prestige Elo Hammer, Prestige Flower? It's not. That's not an anniversary thing. So now it's just like you're adding things that are meant to be. Well, first of all, you shouldn't even be recycling this whole prestige thing. But
exactly,
they are. They are. Right.
They told us that these items were only event items and would not be coming back when the event ended.
Exactly. And yet they're recycling these same things again. And it's like, all right, so what event are you going to make where it's relevant for us to grind these things? Because it's not going to be an anniversary. I'm not going to sit around trying to get presents. So what are you going to do for these things? Oh, some new type of Zelda dungeon or some shit? For the flower weapon? No one gives no one cares about this stupid flower, bro. Elo Hammer? People care about it now. Like, fair. People probably grind for it.
I mean, they do, but then like, okay, someone who doesn't like care about trade values isn't really like big in the community, just a casual player. Why the fuck are they gonna care about getting a different colored Elo Hammer that does the same exact thing?
Same exact thing, no damage buff, nothing. Maybe the effects colors are different. Why the hell is a prestige item purple instead of gold? Like, what's going on here? What is going on? Who thought purple was like a? Why is it not gold?
It makes you question.
Like, who's coming up with the idea? Like, do the devs go inside like the staff Discord and everyone just agrees of everything that comes out of Foyu's mouth? Does no one challenge it? Because it has to be that.
It's possible. Could be just could very well.
But
be
like
that,
hey, purple's cool, but how about gold? That's all it takes, and everything would be different.
That's true.
Anyways, I don't get it. At this point, I love GPO, so I always like go back to it, but I can't play the game with a passion anymore. Like, it's just not there. Can't do it.
It's really not. It's really not there. I mean, like, the passion and hope I once had for this game, bro, is
the update 0 memories are literally just that, memories.
Exactly. Like, most of this is pretty much diminished because it's like they've already shown the direction they want to go with the game. They're gonna keep going the block streets route, doing the bare minimum for every update. Never gonna try nothing new. I mean, I had hope when they talked about the battle royale thing.
Where the hell is Dragonclaw?
Dude, we were supposed to have that update 3 over a year.
Where the hell is Dragonclaw?
They pulled the same thing with Cyborg.
Yeah, they delayed the Cyborg 2 updates in a row.
Was Cyborg not supposed to release update 4?
I'm pretty sure it was either update 4 or update like 3.
They do that with a lot of things when you think about it. You remember the extra clothing, the bleach clothing.
The bleach clothing? Oh gosh. I'm not gonna lie, they should have never did that. And it's like, alright, cool, you show us all this clothing for it to come out a year later, dude?
It hasn't even come out yet, bro.
What's the point? What is that? And I had another YouTuber that I want to interview. He talked about this with me a couple months back. Like, he was like voicing his frustrations with Binary and the GPO dev team. Like, they just show us all these stuff, and where is it? It's not even here.
Exactly.
So it's like it's silly.
I was seeing the bleach clothings, the Kizaru and the Kainu clothings. You know, the Admiral clothing.
Yeah.
Like that, and a bunch of other anime clothings. This was like a year ago now, almost. We still haven't had it, and like, I don't know, like, I mean, it's not really a big deal. Like, it's just clothing, but it's just small stuff like that.
I like that, yeah, and it stacks up. Go back on it. Now they may have run into problems, etc., but it's like, come on now.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like, for you going back on his word, he told us update 5 would come quick. Here we are, 6 months later. Update 5 still not out, right? Obviously, we've had event updates in between. but we all know event updates don't really take the most effort to do.
At all.
Let's be honest. Halloween update, I'll give them that. With the boss cutscenes and everything, that was fire. It was still just something small, like it was just an aesthetic thing, so it didn't really add anything.
Jester was crazy to me. That boss was just, and that's another thing. GPO bosses are terrible, dude.
They're terrible. They have they try to give mechanics, but it's just like it doesn't matter how they do it. It's just gonna be the same boring thing. Right?
It's so. I feel like the best. All right, GPO bosses. Arlong was beautiful at the time, especially Update 0. Arlong was really good. The monkey was really good. Like those were two challenging bosses people genuinely struggled with, but they were kind of fun to replay to try get their drops. Now, if I can't beat a boss, it's like whatever, dude. I'm just not gonna grind for it. Those two bosses, crazy. Okay, the boss for 2 sword style, really good as well. And I didn't really mind doing Neptune as well. Those 4 bosses are the pinnacle of GPO. Buggy was annoying, but at least it was doable. But those 4 bosses there, great. Everything else is why would I ever put myself through the pain of like going through that?
I'm not gonna lie, like you said, it's really annoying to fight some bosses that just spam and infinite combo you.
Oh my gosh, not even a fighting chance. Look at the stupid Enel, bro. No way. Jester boss was The Christmas boss was just a lag fest. You couldn't fight him with a little amount of people, and if you had a lot of people, you just lagged the game out. Like I had to run my shit like 0 graphics.
Literally.
It was
boring,
no, bosses are not GPO's strong suit for real. But Kraken and Sea Beast are probably the best highlights of GPO. Well, best things to come after Update 0, should I say. Form of content to come after Update 0. Exactly. Sea Beast and Kraken, they give good EXP. It's low-key fun and low-key rewarding to fight both of those creatures. It's worth it.
They're all right. They're all right.
It's worth it. Krakens are a little bit more annoying, 100%. I mean, they're both annoying. I'm gonna be real, but it's more worth fighting those than anything else in the game. Like, if you got the fruit for it, you may as well just farm those to your max level.
Well, I mean, that's it right there. If you got the fruit for it.
Like, grinding fruits is a whole nother story. For
grinding fruits is a whole nother
story. For free release, Foyu's gotta up the buff rate on that. I think he said he's changing the way the Devil Fruit Notifier works as well.
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do with that though.
They need to make it at least every 45 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie, exactly, bro. When you realize, bro,
every hour is crazy. When I don't remember the last time I've heard a Devil Fruit is fun.
It's not even every hour; it's every 1 to 4 hours.
Oh, even worse.
So it's like it's a range. Sometimes it can spawn every hour. Sometimes you can be waiting 4 hours for it to spawn. Keep in mind, Fruit Notifier is $80 fucking. And it's absolute garbage.
I think he's gonna make it cheaper, because he's redoing it, and there's no way he
reimburse me for my fucking rent.
If he doesn't, people will probably still buy it because you're making it free. A lot of rich boys are gonna come into the game, but
if there's any rich boys, they probably would have already been in the game.
You would think so. Some of them might not even know what GPO is. It's like, I don't want to waste Robux on the game or something.
That is true. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what they'll do to make it worth it. Like, no matter what they do, I don't see it being worth. I don't see it making up for the $80 price tag. I'm gonna be real with you. Unless they really buff the rates.
Unless they actually make it every hour or every 45, I don't see how they're gonna do what they're gonna do either.
Yeah, I don't know. Like a block fruits is like every 20 minutes, right?
It's either every 20 or every 30. And even at that, even if you don't have a notifier, what I noticed about playing block fruits is probably why people like the game a bit more. You can actually grind the game. I say before you even reach level 100 or 200, you would have enough money to actually go buy a Devil Fruit at the black market. Like, you can actually go buy a Logia, Pika, whatever, at the black market. You can grind up enough money, and it's like not even that hard. You just have to play the game.
Right.
Where GPO is, even if you play the game, there's a chance you'll never get a fruit. I won't lie to you. There is that chance.
That is facts. There's a chance you'll never get a devil fruit.
So
I'm saying, I did this 50 dungeons in Grand Peace Online. Here's what I got video, and there's people in my comments saying like, "Bro, I've done 500 dungeons and I haven't gotten a log yet." And I'm like, "Damn, bro."
yeah, yeah. No, honestly, like 5%, 5%, 3%.
Crazy.
Even if you do it 1,000 times, there's still that chance you won't get it.
Exactly,
So,
bro. There's no guarantee.
It's very tedious. It's very grindy, and it's blah.
I don't know what he would do to add another method that's like viable, but he needs to.
100%. But
if he adds a method in, it's just like fucking dumb, like Karu Racing. Like Karu Racing chance to get a devil fruit is stupid low.
Stupid low for something no one plays. It doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, what's the point?
Again. Exactly.
If you're gonna incentivize someone to use a new game mode, you gotta at least buff the chances.
For real. You gotta give them the incentive to even play. It was like, what was the point of adding Karu and Karu Racing if there's no actual point to play? There's no rewards for that. Some fucking cosmetic hat that doesn't even give you stats.
Literally, I'm not gonna lie, that's so silly. That's so silly. I genuinely think they didn't really plan it out for real. But they are planning. Beneri said they're gonna add puzzles and some interactive stuff for update 5,
which I fuck with. But there's also, I mean, like, okay, so they can't go wrong with adding puzzles. If they made it, so let's say you're in a dungeon, right? And they made it like a Zelda type where you have to do like different puzzles and stuff. Cool. That can get repetitive though, unless they made a series of puzzles that switches up, like randomizing, so you don't just have to answer every time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that you give it like a range of 3 different puzzles you might go through cycle. Like eventually you're gonna learn the 3, but I'm saying at least it'll be a different experience every time for like the first couple times you're doing it, rather than like, you know, you do it the first time, then next time you already know what to expect, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know, like I'm not saying they have to go like strictly the route that Zelda does their dungeons, because Zelda goes pretty in depth. I don't even think GPO could pull that off. But just something that like gives it challenging, something other than bandit beating to a dungeon, or not even just a dungeon, just anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I definitely understand. But Winter, my boy, I'm sorry to cut you off, but we got a rambling event to attend to.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
In like 30 minutes. So it's been wonderful talking to you, Winter.
Yes, sir, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, we could have done a whole nother hour, but you know what I'm saying, we gotta round it up. We got money to make, my boy.
I'm saying, yeah, we're gonna bring me back. You know what I'm saying? I'll come back to the podcast.
I appreciate you, my boy. It's been lovely.
All right, bro.
Muchas gracias.
Hey, are you done recording?
Yes, sir.